welcome back to my channel. Today I'm in a slightly different place that I usually am. Usually I'm shooting from my kitchen or my living room, but today I decided to bring you guys in the outdoors with me because I'm doing a very exciting hike this weekend. It's a 50-kilometer hike. It's called Cape Chignecto, and it's in Nova Scotia. A few reasons why I wanted to document this is because it's an incredibly beautiful trail, so I wanted to show you guys that. Also because, guys, I'm about to hike 50 kilometers in 3 days. I've never done anything like that, and yes, I do work out and I consider myself in shape, but I think that's still pretty cool that you're hiking 50 kilometers, you're lugging like your whole pack with you the entire time, like everything I need to survive for 3 days. Gonna be in that bag, and yeah, it's just gonna be a fun little adventure. And then also I really wanted to document it because I'm gonna be eating paleo this entire time, so I'm not gonna have access to refrigeration or my oven, things like that. So I'm excited to show you guys how I eat while I'm essentially not only camping but like hiking. So yeah, no coolers or anything like that. So this is gonna be really exciting. I really hope you enjoyed this video. As always, give it a like and subscribe. And so what I'm gonna do right now, I am at this campground, 5 Islands, really close to where we're camping. We're starting the hike, we're starting the hike tomorrow. And yeah, we're splitting the 50 kilometers in 3 days, and then we're camping for 2 nights. So we're camping here tonight, and then tomorrow morning we kind of pack up and just go for it, which I'm really excited. So tomorrow morning when I pack up all my food, I will show you guys what I'm bringing, and then throughout the hike I will show you how I'm kind of making meals out of it. I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna be the most nutrient dense 3 days of my life, but you know, we're gonna make it work. A lot of people are gonna be doing like freeze-dried foods, and honestly those, I expected really bad ingredients from those. They weren't as bad as I thought, but there's still a lot of like grains and processed oils and stuff like that that I'd rather not consume. So yeah, anyways, I'm really excited to take you guys on this little adventure with me, and I hope you enjoy it too. Okay, so this is what I'm bringing for dinner. I just cut up some vegetables. I got some zucchini, mushroom, and red peppers in here, plus sweet potatoes. I made 2 of these, and those are gonna be my 2 dinners. I'm just gonna cook this on the fire. And then for my source of protein, I'm doing wild mackerel. I got 2 of these. That will be 1 night. And then having a fancy beef dinner for the 2nd night. Hey guys, so it is lunch time, so I'm having a few things. I'm pretty hungry. We just walked the full like first day hike. It's about like 3:30 p.m. and I only had breakfast, and we hiked 13 kilometers. So my planned lunch, and that's what I'm gonna have like all 3 days, is these unbun. Unbun's really cool because they do bread products. They do tortillas and like buns and stuff that are all grain and gluten free, and I do really like the ingredients. I brought enough of that I can have it for all 3 lunches. And then I'm just putting honestly some tuna on it. This is a flavored one. Definitely check the ingredients if you're gonna grab some flavored tuna, because do they have the ingredients on there? No, they don't, because this came in like a box. But there are other brands that have like a ton of soybean oil and sugar and stuff like that. This one is pretty clean, and it does have some olive oil, but it's the best I could find. So that's gonna go on there. And then I have some avocados in this bag here because they were not quite ripe, but honestly they kind of feel soft, so I think they will ripen up. So that's that. I just didn't know how hungry I would be on this hike because I'm tired and like warm, and usually when I'm tired and warm I don't have much of an appetite. So that was my plan. But I think also right now in here I have some siete almond flour crackers, and I have some guac here. This is like from Holy Guacamole, and it's like paleo approved, so I may snack on that if I need more. And then I also have, I'm gonna be having some of these as like my protein source for dinner, but I brought extras, so I may already have one right now. I don't know, I'll see how hungry I am, but I'm gonna start with this and then I'll show you guys what I'm having for dinner later. But first, look at this view. It is stunning. Alright, so it's almost dinner time, and dinner I'm going to be cooking on the fire. I'm really happy that I have access to a fire so I can have some vegetables. So I just cut up zucchini, mushroom, red peppers, and some sweet potatoes. I'm going to toss in some oil and salt, so we're being real fancy tonight. Then I'm kind of having like a beef dinner with that. I'm having these epic bars that are, yeah, pretty much just like beef jerky in a bar. And I have 2 of them. I don't know if I'll have all 2. I'm honestly not that hungry right now because I did have lunch pretty late. But if I need to, I have to. Probably will just have 1, and I'll eat. I have 2 things of veggies, so I'm going to eat as many as possible because when you're hiking, you just want to eat your food and then your pack gets lighter. So that's what I'm going to be having. Super simple, just veggies, sweet potatoes, and meat. Honestly, kind of what I would have at home, just a little bit more processed because of this bar. Alright, so for this morning breakfast, I'm having some unbun buns. These are grain-free buns, and then I have almond butter and banana on top. Honestly, this looks really, really good to me. The plan was to have a chia pudding, but I actually forgot the chia seeds. So yeah, you can't really make chia pudding without the chia seeds. They're kind of a very important ingredient, so we're kind of just doing what we have right now. And I had a few unbuns extra because these are part of my lunch. So anyway, so this is what I'm gonna have for breakfast. Yeah, we're just kind of getting started right now. Gonna have maybe a little cup of coffee with that, and I will show you guys what kind of snacks and what else I eat for the rest of the day, along with some really, really nice views.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know one single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me.
Alright, I can't really see anything, but I refuse to move. Day 2 just finished up. We are now 30 kilometers in the hike. So we only have 20 left tomorrow. It was good. Definitely tried to go like as fast as possible the last 9 kilometers and kind of see where my pace was. I was just curious. So did like a full 9 kilometers with no breaks. So I'm definitely feeling it. So we're gonna camp out on the beach for the night. And as I said, tomorrow do 20 kilometers and then I will be heading home. Food wise, I was supposed to have the exact same thing I had yesterday with like the veggies, but I'm clearly not using my brain right now because I'm so tired, and for some reason I thought I brought 3 and I ate 2 yesterday because I wanted to eat as much food yesterday so my pack was lighter today. Well, it turns out I only brought 2. I left 1 like in the cooler in the car for sure, so I don't have like my thing of veggies, but thankfully I have like a random zucchini. So I'm going to be having that random zucchini with, I have like 2 tins of mackerel, which I'm actually really looking forward to it because I've tried it before and it was super good. That zucchini, and then I'll find snacks. I'll definitely show you guys. I'm going to rest up for a bit, drink some water, and then jump in the water. Alright, so after looking back at the footage, I want to do a little recap of my hiking trip. I realized that I did not film all of my meals simply because sometimes I was just way too tired, or sometimes I honestly did forget, probably because I was just so tired as well. There is definitely times on this hike that, yeah, I was just really exhausted. But as I said in the vlog, like, all in all, it was a really cool experience, and I highly recommend it if you have the chance to do it. But just to talk about my food for the 3 days on the trail, I had planned to do chia pudding as breakfast because it is nourishing, but it's high in calories and just like easy to make. So with like some canned coconut milk, the chia seeds, and then adding almond butter, and I had bananas for the first 2 days and then they got like super squished. But that was gonna be like a really good breakfast for hiking, but I forgot the chia seeds in the car, so then we kind of had to improvise, where I mainly did like the unbun. As you would have seen, unbun was kind of like the savior of this trip. I not only like used it a lot, but I freaking enjoyed it. I'm definitely gonna be repurchasing that product just to have like at home. But yeah, so I ended up having to do like unbun and a few other things. For lunch, I was having unbun, so like 2 unbun, which was like 240 calories like for a bun. Then I was having a full avocado sometimes. I think the last day I just did half, and then a can of tuna. So it was like a high energy little sandwich, which is perfect. That's what I wanted. I needed energy. Someone like measured the calories burned throughout the whole like 3 days, and it was like 5,000 calories. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I was eating enough. That was the lunch, and then I was having snacks throughout the day, which I'll go over in a second. Dinners, as you saw, was supposed to be those. I don't know why I thought I had 3 dinners, but we had one at the campground, which we had like prep something for separately. But I still prepped initially 3 dinners, so I made 3 of those like veggie pack things. And then just before we left, I realized, what am I doing? I only need 2, so I left one in the car. But then the first night there, I was like, oh, I brought 3, so I can eat 2. And then the third night, I was like, I don't have veggies anymore. Thankfully, I had that zucchini, and that's like kind of all I needed. I wasn't super hungry by the end of the day. I was just so tired and exhausted. So anyways, dinner, essentially, I was having like those veggies, which worked really good. I packed them in tinfoil, tossed them on the fire, and they were delicious. And then I either had, yeah, so canned fish, that mackerel that I had, so good. I would eat that for dinner all the time. Sardines are also a good option, tuna, salmon, all that good stuff. And then, yeah, so that was pretty much, oh, I had those epic bars as well for one night, and I had like a beef dinner, having those beef. They're pretty delicious. So yeah, so those were my dinners, and it kind of just worked. I kept it simple, that way it wasn't too heavy to carry. I enjoyed it. Now, snacks are also key. Bring snacks that you enjoy, because you're gonna be tired, you're gonna be borderline grumpy. My last day I was getting a bit grumpy, so the fact that I had chocolate with me just kind of made me a nicer person. So 2 snacks that I really enjoyed were dried fruit, something that I don't have a ton usually because it is really high in sugar, but dried mangoes are one of my favorite things ever. So I had some of those, and I was always just so excited to have them mid-hike or something like that when we did a break. And then chocolate, and I didn't even go for like chocolate I usually have around the house, like a 90% Lindt chocolate. I went with like, it was like a dark chocolate, but it was like almonds, sea salt, something. It was freaking delicious, and that just kind of made me happy every time I had it. So those were probably my 2 favorite snacks. I also had the epic bars. They have a few options. There's like chicken, bison, beef. I would say those are my favorite things. Obviously, trail mix is another good one that a lot of people brought, but overall, that is kind of what I would, if I did it all over again, that's what I would do. The chia pudding, those like tuna avocado sandwiches with the unbun for lunch, and then have like vegetables that you can toss on the fire with some canned fish, or like the epic bars, and then make sure I have a ton of like dried fruit, trail mix, and some chocolate. And honestly, pretty happy with that. I also, a lot of people had like just like bars, like energy bars or Bites energy balls. Those were great as well, but I didn't really, I didn't have one the entire trip. Not much of a snacker, and I was kind of like that on the trail as well. I'd rather just have like 3 good meals. Sorry, I had to pause there because this guy was just away for the weekend, so he is demanding attention right now. But essentially my last tip is to bring coffee, because that was also such a pleasant treat in the morning. So that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. It was a little bit different than what I usually upload, but it was a cool experience, so I'm glad that you guys got to see a little bit of it. And now if you plan on going hiking or doing like a long hike camping trip, you will have some ideas on what to pack. Anyways, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!